Yes, guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102. Time for a really quick recap on the legendary, epic, three-man online game. Now, we actually hit a session on this yesterday. I think we hit about 80, 90 minutes. And, it's weird because it's been so long since we've been able to get a time slot for all of us. It's been really difficult the last few months, but we got one, and I think we've even got another one penciled in for tomorrow night. But we are at season, what did we say it was? 146, I think it is. I will double check that. It's really a recap, and when we fired the game up yesterday, it was all about the recap for all of us. Remembering who was our players, who was our key players, here, there and everywhere. It was crazy. It really was crazy. But it was really good just to sort of revisit it after so long. Particularly for me, with my my game with Matt, it was good to just revisit it in general, going refreshing and having a different perspective. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so season 146. Okay, so now we are Manchester City and we are top, but don't let that fool you. Do not let that topness fool you, if that even makes sense. Because Ian's Man United look absolutely stunning. 14 wins out of 14, a mere 4 goals conceded, 4 games in hand, 5 points clear of Southampton, Pep Saints. More about them in a moment. But for Ian, it's all about the World Championships, of course. This turns up every 2 years on this particular version. And, what can you say? What can you say? He's likely to win that, I think there's no doubt about it. But there was a shock. There was a shock. And that was he was eliminated out of the... Oh, that's harsh. Out of the League Cup on penalties. The League Cup is Pep's to lose because just before the end of our session yesterday, Pep beat me in a mouth-watering quarter-final clash to my disgust. So Pep is through to the semi-finals along with Gillingham, Newcastle and Cardiff City. The FA Cup third round will commence very shortly. And as far as the Champions League is concerned, we're all safely through to the phase 2, and probably, I would imagine, we're all safely going well so far. Well, Pep's had a defeat there, which I didn't realise, at home to Napoli, but he'll do it. He will do it, no doubt about that. Okay, so for me, I mean, I've gone to 4 at the back. I've been at 4 at the back for a couple of years now, but the formation that served me so well is definitely the... Is it that one there? No, it's not that one there. It's definitely the one where I've got wingers, my middleman sort of formation. We did bring in one new player. Needed a DMC, but really struggling at the minute. Really struggling. I mean, we've still got the Zlatan regen, who's still banging goals in for fun. We've got some strong defenders. The right back... this is why I went to fullbacks, because I managed to... Did I have them last season? No, I didn't. I think it was this season I went to fullbacks. We've picked up some really impressive fullbacks. So this is one of the reasons I moved to fullbacks, to sort of like compensate for these arrivals. But I'm really struggling. I'm really struggling. Getting any sort of consistency has been a real... difficult run. Crawford, he's not a DMC. Crawford's been injured, but he's absolutely phenomenal. Pacheco, that is a Ronaldo regen. Looks really good. We've got Sari, who is serving a ban for headbutting. And that is Alaba, and there was another one that was familiar. Was it Vargas? Yeah, the Colombian, who I think is Rodriguez. James Rodriguez. So, so that's where we're at with our lineup. Let's have a look at the current champions. Let me remind you that Ian is champions the last 2 years now. 2 years, and his top man then is, look at that. Ian will love this. This is Drogba regen, and what he'll love more than anything is the fact that, look at the results that he's given him. And of course, let me remind you that both Pep and myself have had him, and not giving him a chance. Pep got him immediately from a free. Pep sold him to me because he didn't use him. I didn't even give him a chance. Ian picked him up, and he's been absolutely brilliant for Ian. And I think you've got to give him credit where it's due. I mean, so far this season, look at that. 42 in 25. He's putting every other striker to absolute shame. Deservedly is a top boy for Ian. Look at that guy, that Moroccan striker. But he can't really come in, can he? Where does he come in? Where does he come in? You know, that's absolutely crazy. Really is. Okay. And over to Pep. Now, Pep, his top man is Mark Vieira. I do like him. Let me remind you about Pep. Tadic is his lethal striker. And Lima, of course, is Messi regen. Still going strong. But let me remind you about Pep, right? All I've got to do is click on history. And you'll see we're in the year 2159. That's the year 2159/60 season. Pep has not won the title since 21, and I want to say 22. 21-22. So he's not won the title in 37 years. More than likely going to be 38 years. That is absolutely outrageous. It really is outrageous. That's crazy. Really is crazy. Let's have a look at the all-time record then. So most times. Now, what I don't like about this, right, is most times when Man United 83, that's including, isn't it? That's not 83 Premiership titles. That's including before CM started, before we started the game. Because if you click on history, they'll include that figure, right, on things like over here. You see in the 1920s and so on and so on. So I don't really like that. I think it's a little bit of it's a bit shit in a sense. Most teams, now that's interesting. Most team points, 114. Liverpool 2080/81. That was me, of course, and that was the perfect season. 38 wins out of 38. Most team goals, 155. Manchester United. 21-18/19. Most teams goals conceded. Watford, who gives a fuck? Worst discipline, who cares? Highest attendance, Man United. Lowest, Macclesfield. Highest attendance average, Man United. Biggest win, 11-0. Scunthorpe against Arsenal, 19th of December 2022. That was me, of course, with Scunthorpe. Highest scoring game, 8-4, Tottenham against Exeter. Now, I'm pretty sure that was me as well when I was in charge of Tottenham. Most games won in a row, 54. Liverpool, 7th of February, 80. Yeah, that was me as well. Most games lost in a row, Notts County. Most games without losing, 118. Liverpool, that was me. Most games without winning, Notts County. Top goal scorer, Lucas Masic, Southampton. That's the Czech striker that Pep's currently got a regen of. Most goals in a match, Memic, 8 for Southampton against Oxford back in 47. Memic was a regen of Seco. Most assists, 26 from Jose Martin, who, if memory serves me, that is Xavi regen. Highest average rating, 945, Alex Gill. Alex Gill was one of the Falco regens, one of many. 945 was crazy. Most Man of the Match awards, Lucas Masic of Pep, we just mentioned him, 24. Worst disciplinary, George Alberto Garcia Escudero, 18 yellows and 4 reds, that is terrible. Youngest player is a player for Reading, no one gives a fuck. Oldest player, Brentford, no one gives a fuck. The attendances don't really, I mean, it's always going to be Man United, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's going to be Man United every fucking season. This is a bit shit within the game. We can't do anything. We can't compete with that. We really can't. But it is what it is. Biggest win then. Let's look at the biggest win. So so far this season, I've got it. And as you can see, Man United, well, Pep wins a few things here, don't he? Love it. Love it. Sequences. 16 so far for Man United. That's dating. Oh, I say that's dating back though to May though, isn't it? It's a bit shit to have it in May, isn't it? Fucking dickheads. Okay. Most team goals, yeah. Okay, 120 for Man United last season. Southampton leading the way at the minute. Top goal scorer so far this season. Yeah, it's absolutely. We go on, you know, and I think what was important about playing yesterday, even though it was only for an hour, is it proves that the game is still alive. That was important. That's the important thing. We're not dead yet. We're not gone yet. So till next time from me, is take it easy.